Para for dictation, 5 seconds to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have mentioned the services of the missionaries. I am glad to be able to bear testimony to the very good work that the missionaries have been doing in various parts of the country. Full point. I have before this borne testimony to this fact on several occasions. Full point. I am therefore not surprised that you have spoken so highly of them. Full point. I would only suggest most respectfully one consideration for them. All of us, whether Christians or non-Christians, appreciate their services. But as Mahatma Gandhi used to say, we would have appreciated their services all the more if they had not been conditioned by one thing and rendered purely out of love for you and not with a view to conversion. But that is a point which they have to consider. Our Gita tells us that our objective should be to serve, leaving the results in God's hands. Full point. It tells us not to hanker for results but only to serve. If the service had been rendered in that spirit, it would have been still more welcome. Our Constitution pleads itself to give freedom to every individual in the country to have any faith he likes. A Christian is as dear to India as a Hindu or a Muslim or a follower of any other religion. We know too that a Christian regards himself as an Indian as much as Hindu does. That has been one of our great points, not only now but since time immemorial. Full point. Para. To you who live in these hills, it is not necessary to point out that for reaching a peak, you can go by several routes. Full point. We want everyone to feel that the peak is his and he can reach it by any route that he chooses. Therefore, there can be no objection to any Christian preaching Christianity to Indian Christians or even to non-Christians, and the government is determined to give full effect to these provisions of the Constitution. I know that for some time past, some kind of agitation with regard to missionaries has been going on. There is no objection to any Christian preaching his religion. If any objection has been taken, that is not due to the preaching of Christianity, but due to other kinds of activities which some of them have been allegedly carrying on. There is even less objection to any social service which anyone has to render to the people. But at the same time, we expect that those who come to our country for this purpose will confine their activities to preaching alone, and if that is done, there can be no difficulty whatsoever there. Stop.